Alrighty everyone, welcome back to Legends of Runeterra. This time, I got another deck. This deck is a scout deck. Scout deck that includes Misfortune. Now, there's some explaining to do. You see, this isn't Swim's deck. This is a deck that I've made personally. Though it ended up looking pretty similar. But the point is, this is what I've found out. Putting Misfortune down on 3, and then having one of these 4-drops right behind her is one of the strongest things in the entire game right now. If they have no option to kill off Misfortune, then this is a game-winning combo right here. Misfortune into Grizzled Ranger or Islander Navigator. It's a winning combo. To get that combo, we need to protect Misfortune. So we have Prismatic Barrier and Riposte. We also have Back-to-Back and Unyielding Spirit, but those are a little bit more costly and end up mattering more for Quinn. And I'll talk about Quinn a little bit later. We have the Deckhand, because Deckhand is just a solid card all around. It's a 2/2 Spawn a Barrel, which is almost similar to a House Spider, which is the best 2-drop in Noxus when it comes to flexibility. So, yeah, that's why we have Dreadway Deckhand. It also synergizes with Misfortune. Make it rain, can do 2 damage to everything, 3 targets instead of just 1 damage, which makes a big difference. We also run single combat because we want removal. In fact, that's probably the biggest problem this deck has, is consistent removal of 3 health units. So single combat is a necessity for that. Fleet Tracker for an early turn play. We can have Fleet Tracker or Brightsteel, and that can give us a little bit more board presence in case we don't have Misfortune in hand. But if you do have Misfortune in hand, you are going to want to float that mana for Prismatic Barrier to protect it. Or if you have Radiant Strike in hand and you're confident that the opponent doesn't have the removal tools to deal with Misfortune, you can also play around with that. Quinn is the backup for when Misfortune fails. She isn't as good as Misfortune. Misfortune will end up winning you games more often than not. Quinn is just the backup plan. And the backup plan with Quinn is to play Quinn and then Century of the Bold. And then go in with that. You can also Unyielding Spirit Quinn. That's definitely a viable option. It also kind of works on Misfortune if she lasts that long. But most times if you have Quinn out, and most of the times when you have Quinn out, it's because you didn't finish the game quick enough with Misfortune. And that can either because she's died, or they've had the right tools to slow you down. I will say though, what feels really nice is when you put Misfortune down and then you eventually get Quinn down. That feels very good. It feels very good because it's almost like another 4-drop play except on 5 mana. So, in that case, Quinn is useful, and it synergizes very well with Misfortune. The other scouts I have found to not be very useful in this kind of deck. Most of the times I want the Quinn with the multiple bodies of scouts, like Island Navigator or Grizzled Ranger, because he basically turns himself into a 4/4 if he dies. So, yeah, I feel very comfortable with this deck. I've been playing around with it a lot, and I hope you all enjoy it. So let's jump right into it. And you know what? So confident in this deck, I'm going to actually start my climb right now. I actually haven't played a lick of rank, but I guess that changes now. I was able to get all the way to Diamond, which I'm pretty proud of, but I didn't get much further than Diamond 4. And with all these new decks out there, you never know what might happen, you know? But we do like to see spiders. We also like to see this. We like this combination with this hand because Shadow Isles is notoriously known to not have amazing removal. For three health units, I should say. 1 health unit is a completely different story.
My shield is yours.
And Bilgewater doesn't have much in the way of 3 health.
Protect and strike.
My goodness. 5 damage to the face, dude. He must be super unlucky, dude. Alright.
Oh, fresh soil.
This is too valuable, right? Like, I would usually play Misfortune here, but this is just, the value of this is huge. Oh, look at that value.
My saplings.
What you gonna do? Obviously, you're gonna trade this into here. You can't do much with 1 mana, dude. And why did he caretaker that, of all things? I don't understand, dude. This is a weird deck. It's also running Hecarim. How many Hecarims are you running, dude? And how many Maokais? I have so many questions here. And why Elise? You could have just done Maokai and Hecarim. And you let me live. Something's funny about that. Okay, so he's in grasp range. So we want to get out of grasp range.